Now, the temporary 90-day truce in the US-China trade war comes into effect today, with both sides drastically cutting sky-high tariffs. The trade dispute between the world's two largest economies saw levies for both sides at well over 100%. That hammered global markets, with billions of dollars wiped off equities, as well as hitting global supply chains. In joint talks in Geneva at the weekend, the US agreed to lower tariffs on Chinese goods to 30%. China, meanwhile, agreed to cut its own levies on US goods to 10%. All right, let's cross to Taipei now and speak to DW's East Asia correspondent, Melissa Chan. Melissa, what's the mood there amongst businesses now?
I mean, businesses in China and also across the region are, of course, relieved, and we've also seen that reflected in the stock markets here and also in the United States. But one thing that is very clear is that they do understand that this is just for 90 days, and no one is absolutely certain what is going to happen after the 90 days are up. I mean, people understand here that the U.S. President Donald Trump has the attention span of a gnat. Depending on who he talks to on the 90th day, on the 91st day, he could change his mind in terms of the policy that he wants moving forward and the kind of negotiation that he wants to have with China. One thing that I think is very clear, no matter what happens moving forward, it's going to be impossible to wave that magic wand and hope for a relationship like in the past in terms of the U.S. and China relationship. That can never go back. It has been irrevocably broken in the same way that Trump managed to do that during his first term. And the question is, what is the new normal and how long it will take to get there?
Right. I mean, the importance of the relationship, regardless of the damage, as you're saying, that has been done. Just remind us how important China is as a trading partner for the US and vice versa.
I mean, these two countries are so tightly linked, with China exporting the most to the United States and the United States also exporting so much to China. And it's been mutually beneficial in many ways over the last 2 decades, 3 decades, with, of course, American consumers benefiting from inexpensive goods that they can purchase, and also China facing, with a population of over 1 billion people, needing to put those people to work. Factory work is not great, but it is better than unemployment. And of course, what we're seeing now is both countries facing domestic challenges and also looking at the geopolitics, where the geopolitics and their national security interests are no longer aligning with their trade relationship. And that dynamic is just not going to change moving forward.
You mentioned, Melissa, that people are aware this is for 90 days. Who knows what might happen after that? I mean, are we likely to see further de-escalation, do you think, during this period? Or do you really think, or do people think, that we might see round 2 of the trade war after the 90 days are up?
I mean, that's the million-dollar question. You can say it's the billion-dollar question or the trillion-dollar question because of its impact on global trade. And the challenge now is not just companies in the United States and China, but everywhere. Companies can't make decisions past 90 days. They are literally going day by day, which means that there are a lot of hiring freezes. I'm sure we've all read a lot of headlines about hiring freezes, but also their inability to invest medium and long term in R&D. And when companies are not sure of what's going to happen, they are less risky. And risk can be bad, but risk is also potential for economic reward. And so how much innovation is the United States and China losing as a result? How much innovation is being lost globally? That is a number that you can't come up with. And it is a loss for not just the United States and China, but also the world.
Melissa, thank you so much for that. That's DW correspondent in Taipei, Melissa Chan.